Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl, Dada Princess. I'm here after how many months? Oh my god, I'm so happy to be back here. And please do not mind the mess in the background. Yeah, I'm so happy to be here. Like, it's been a long time coming. Life has been lifing me real hard, and the country doesn't help, but still we survive. Anyways, moving on. Today we're just going to go right into this topic, this discussion. Again, is it really a discussion because I'm the only one talking here? Anyways, you guys are going to make your comments and then we could have like a real chat and stuff. Today I'm going to be talking about queer people being killed in Nigeria, which is like a very sad thing, but a very, very real thing also, and it needs to be spoken about, right? So if you have watched my previous videos, I talked a lot about the fact that the law doesn't protect you in Nigeria as a queer person, right? So as a queer person in Nigeria, first of all, you have to know your rights. I'm going to preface this entire video on the fact that knowing your rights as a queer person in this country is essential, is important. Yes, I know that even when you know your rights, the police still tries to harass you or like bully you and stuff because we have like a very fucked up country, yeah, and whatever. But still you should know your rights to an extent to protect yourself from the usual blackmailers. Now, coming to these blackmailers and why queer people are being killed in Nigeria. So obviously, to start this, there are people, the community people, we refer to them as kito, K-I-T-O. So K-I-T-O people is basically the fancy word for catfish, right? But in Nigeria, your catfish experience could go from bad to worse. Like, it could go from bad to dead really quickly, and it's not even funny that happens in this country. It's not even funny that lives are being lost like that in this country. So yes, I'm going to say knowing your rights is very important, because as a queer person, I'm just going to tell you what your right is to my best of knowledge. Of course, like a person in the law will be able to tell you better, but I'm going to tell you to the best of my knowledge. First of all, the SSMPA says you can identify as queer, you can identify as a lesbian, you can identify as whatever you want to identify as in the LGBTQ plus community. But what you cannot do is to be caught in the act of intimacy with someone of the same sex. So obviously in that law or whatever, where they drafted it or whatever the law is, or wherever they keep the laws, it's stated there that yes, you can say you're bisexual, you're a lesbian. Nobody's going to kill you for that. You're fine. Go around, announce to the world that you're a lesbian. It not concern anybody. It's nobody's fucking business. But if you're caught kissing a girl, making out, having sex, doing sex stuff, even a confession, like all this kind of stuff, you can be in prison for 14 years. You can be in prison for 14 years. Now, the catfish, the keto people, they use this and your lack of the proper knowledge of the law to blackmail people. Now, because this country doesn't have actual support for the community, there are people who call keto scum. So these people, they act like gay people, or like like a woman. They'll text you. When I was much younger, I did fall for this. Maybe I'll give you a story time on what happened from my own keto experience. They'll text you, oh, this is a woman, this is a whatever, and you're chatting with this person, and obviously maybe things get spicy, there's chemistry, or so you think. Things get spicy, you start chatting with this person, and like, oh, I'm feeling this person. They're like, oh, send a very sexy picture of you, and you send it. Do not do that, please. Do not send nude photos of yourself to somebody you have never met. In fact, the way the world is so fucked up, even sending nude photos of yourself to a partner who has the potential of being a crazy ex that threatens to release your nudes, it's a very big possibility Then, not to talk more of the fact that this is a fucking stranger from the internet that you probably haven't been talking to this person for more than a week or two. And this person is like, oh, do a video call with me. But when you say do a video call or let them send you pictures, there's always something fishy about the video calls or the voice or the pictures, because the pictures they send to you as themselves are pictures from other people they have catfished. Do you understand? So they send you all these crazy pictures from people they have catfished, and when you do not know, you would definitely fall for it. You would think, oh, you guys are vibing. They'll tell you, do this, do that, take a pic of yourself and all of that, and then they'll say, you know what, it's time we meet. Like, you know, the chemistry is mad, we need to meet. And then you're like, yay, meet up, probably, you know, going to get your virginity taken and stuff, and you're like, ooh, let's go and meet. And then you get there, to tell you come to one location. When you get there, they'll be like, oh, come to this other side, or I'm sending somebody to pick you up, or I'm doing this. And when they say they're sending somebody to pick you up, best believe that that person that's sending to pick you up is probably the real person, right? It probably, I don't have enough time here to say my own keto, so maybe my next video will be my keto experience. It's probably the person. They'll make some lie why they can't meet you in a public space and why they can't meet you in the daytime, right? Then they'll say come to certain location, it's very secluded, very quiet and all of that. And when you get there, you see a man or several men or however many they are. They'll try to rape you, they'll try to steal your phones, they'll try to out you to your family. These are the three things: outing to your family, stealing your phones, and then threatening to release your nude pictures on the internet. They will definitely do these 4 things. And it's crazy because imagine that, oh, of course, like you're a newbie to the whole community thing, and a lot of times people fall for this because they're just trying to find community, and most times they're so young. I was young, I was like probably 17, so like most of them are just so young, they don't know any better, and you just want to make, you know, people meet people. And then it's also crazy, like, oh, this person instantly likes me, and then you go there and then you see a man, like, as when you get it, you say, oh, so you're a lesbian, this, that. And because we don't know our fucking rights to say we're going to the police, so let's go to the police station, this person freaks out because all you've heard about the SSNPA law is that you can be in prison for 14 years. You don't know that it's actually okay to identify as a lesbian, just don't be caught having sex with somebody, right? So when this happens, like, a lot of people fear. There's already that fear. In my case, of course, I was scared shitless, bro. This was happening around like 11-ish at night. Anyways, let me not go into my story. So right now they'll tell you, so you're a lesbian, you want to do lesbian, do your parents know you're a lesbian, does your family know you're a lesbian? Before you know, they'll tell you unlock your phone. You have to unlock your phone. They'll go call they can either call your contacts and then out it to your contact. Will say, where's your mom's number, where's your family's number, your sister's number, your stuff like that. They'll call the person on your phone and be like, I'm your kid here and stuff, like, do you know this person is a lesbian? Do you know that this is this? She's sending her pictures of her naked and her nude stuff here on my phone. And they'll say a lot of stuff. And obviously now at this point you're freaking out, your family is freaking out, everybody is fucking freaking out. Oh my god. Sometimes they won't be like, you know what, maybe if they don't call your family, they'll be like, oh, send this certain amount of money, call this people. If you say you don't have, they'll tell you, open your bank app, let them check how much you have in your account, send this money to this, do this. Bro, as I'm even telling this story, as I'm retelling this story, it's so traumatic for me. It's so traumatic for me, but like, anyway, I'm over it, sha. But like, they all do this. I've heard from other people's stories, it's not all the same, right? Because again, the gay guys, the whole different thing. They'll tell you, oh, do this, do that, and they'll not like, okay, for me to let you go, if you don't want to go to police, come to my house and have sex with me. All right, this is in cases where maybe you were supposed to go to the person's house and do stuff, right? Do not say, come to my house and have sex with me, or else I'm going to take you to the police station and you're going to be arrested, right? If you are in this situation, I suggest strongly that you say, yes, take me to the police station. Take me to the... Most of the time, they will not even take you to the police station because they too, they are scared. Because what they are doing is also illegal. They also... What they're doing, blackmailing is illegal in this country. So what they're doing is illegal. So they won't have the confidence to take you there. Of course, they did a fake identity and whatever. So they lied about a fake identity is fraudulent. So if they take you, they will also be arrested as well. So they won't take you there. They will say all manner of things to scare you. And if you do not budge, if you say, okay, take me to a project, probably the probability of you being out there to your family that day goes from 70 to 200%. Like on the spot, instant. I was out there to my family then, like you say a lot of things, like call your parents, call everybody, and then you're freaking out, obviously, like my entire family, my and stuff like that. They'll take your money. Sometimes they'll steal your phone. In my case, well, let's say I was lucky, I wasn't raped, money wasn't stolen, my phone wasn't stolen either. There was a lot of crying and pleading because again I was young, I didn't know a lot. Crying, pleading, I also guess my family threatened on the phone, like that they were going to the SARS. So like that's like a special police unit in Nigeria and stuff like that. So yeah, so there was a lot of that happening, and this was like after 11 to 12 at night, right? And there are a lot of things just trying to scare you into agreeing. And anyways, yes, that happens. So but in cases of gay guys, you see a lot of them, maybe they travel to a different city altogether to meet this person. Unknowing to them, they get there and they see that they are already a group. There are groups of boys. They'll come rape this person, then beat this person to death, like legit beat this person to death. It's not even funny. Like they legit kill this person for being gay, steal their properties, steal a lot of things. I think last year there was a doctor that was killed in his house by the person that came to like hook up with him. I think the person even stole his car and stole some jewelry and stuff. And a lot of times there are a lot of serial killers that target gay people, like queer people. Do you understand? Some will say, oh, they have a military friend. Some will even use their friends, wear military clothes, threaten you. A lot of things happen in scripture. And because the government does not protect us, it allows for this kind of crime to abide. So a lot of times you see this happening in the community. So I implore you, please, 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 it's better to see somebody that has been referred by a friend or like people already know to an extent in the community. Do not go to any secluded place at night to meet anybody. Going to a hotel room is also very fucking dangerous because sometimes you get to the room, there are already guys in the room. What the fuck do you do? Do you understand? You're just one person and they might overpower you, and the hotel might be in on it. Nobody's going to help you, so you have to be careful. Please, 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 please be careful. That's why queer people are dying in this country by the numbers. Like they are dying because they're literally being killed by this keto scum, by the catfish. It's terrible. It's literally terrible. And I really hope that this country improves on the laws that actually like protect us as an entirety. But if it doesn't, we have to be more cautious with what we do. We have to know that, oh, these people are out there and we have to be careful. We have to be our brother's keeper in some sort of sense. Yeah, so that was a lot of rambling, but I think and I hope you got something out of it. Maybe next time I'll give my keto story and stuff like that, but today I'm going to tell you, be careful, be careful. There are catfishes out there, and a lot of catfishes and people up in ditches, so be careful, be careful. Yeah. Thank you for listening in today. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm going to try to post more often. Don't forget to like, to share, to comment on this video. Peace.